Am I still listening to this thing? That's crazy. It's wild. Dude, I already know how that works. Actually, I don't, but whatever. Hello! Hello, hello. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Doing good. Nice. Good, good. Good, good. Um, let's make sure I click the right thing. Okay, good. Excellent. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I can feel a sneeze coming. It's gonna come. Achoo, it's gonna come. Ah! Yeah, basically. Okay, so last time I was doing pretty good, but I got a little roadblocked because I wasn't fully sure about how I wanted to do the whole tooltip stuff. I have an idea now. And it's gonna involve more enums. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna make a new enum. Wait, before I do that, this tooltip scheme, right, this thing. Yeah, no, this is right. Hmm. I think I just have to override this thing entirely. Because this will format this like this. Um. Oh, wait. Better idea. Maybe. Maybe I use like a string builder or something. And, I do that. I'm trying G less than 1.0 F. If it's less than that, then I need negative sign in front of that. Otherwise, I have an empty string. What am I doing? I need to do this. Okay. Now we do... No. Set it to this. And then if... So this shouldn't. This should be false. This shouldn't as well. This should be false. But this should be true, because it should. And now... Or... Hmm. No, not Boolean. Alright, find our little string builder. Void. No, what am I even doing? Because this is that, right? That format's that. Format... Format signless? Yeah. Where it returns this. Well, I need string builder. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. And then I do the append. We're gonna append this dot formatter dot format. And then builder dot... Can I remove the characters in a substring of the sequence? Delete char at... Oh. Yeah, delete char at 0. Ah, but wait. Can I set this to, symbols that get minus sign? Get character used to represent minus sign. If no explicit negative format is specified, one is formatted according to the positive format. Okay. Where is this? See, get minus sign. Yeah, okay. That's good for you, dude. That is so good for you. I'm so happy. What even? But wait, we can do better. All you do is look up decimal format. And what I want to know is, hmm. A characters and pattern taken literally, they're match string parsing and output unchanged string formatting. As for other characters, they must be quoted unless noted otherwise. If they are to appear in the prefix or suffix as literals. Characters listed here are used in non-localized patterns. Localized patterns use the corresponding characters taken from this formatter's decimal format symbols object. Instead, these characters lose their special status. Two exceptions are the currency sign and quote, which are not localized. Thank you for the follow. Chick legit. I appreciate the follow. I hope you have a very good day. Thanks for stopping by. I wonder if, like, oh, if absent, the negative subpattern is optional. Each subpattern has a prefix, numeric part, and suffix. The negative subpattern is optional. If absent, then the positive subpattern prefixed with the localized minus sign is used as a negative subpattern. That means 0.00 alone is equivalent to that. So negative prefix, so the number of digits, minimal digits, and other characters are all the same as positive pattern. Now prefixes, suffixes, and various symbols used for infinity digits out of the separator. What the heck am I reading? Okay, so what I want to append this, but only if, okay, you know what? We add an if then. That's fine. If t less than 0, do this. Okay, so now what happens here is this is going to this is just going to basically format the number without the sign. Because we might want that. Now, this is this percent S just goes to this. So this is fine. I don't need this. Can I now... Can I put this here? Yes, dude. Put that here. Alright, because now I want to define how this works, because this is going to return format signless dot whoops dot to string. Because I only need that. This is it? Oh, it needs to be protected? You're crazy, dude. You're absolutely crazy. Yeah, that makes sense though. And it's we do the same thing here, basically. Basically, this is gonna be the same thing. This dot format signless dot to string. Because, yeah. But this one is going to be different. Return this dot format signless t minus 1.0f, no, 1t minus 1.0f. Um, no, I'm gonna do this. Dot append. No, I want to insert at the beginning. Oh wait, that's easy. Um, New string builder. T less than 1 is going to be, if it's less than 1, then we're going to want minus sign. Otherwise, we're going to want a plus sign. Dot append. And this is where we append this. And we do dot toString. And we don't need this anymore. The idea being now, oh, I need to do this. That this will first format this. It does delete the character at the beginning if it's less than 0 and would then reappend it, which is kind of like, why are you doing that like that? But it works. It works. Okay, so now I make a new enum. This is what we do. And we'll make this enum for armor distributions. Armor distribution number format. Yeah, and then this also needs to implement object formatter. There's a very specific reason for that. So we have do we want to be? What if I set this to armor values? No. No. Ah, but wait. That's interesting. The armor distribution formatter, if it's plain, it does its own thing. Do I use an enum for it? I have to use an enum for it. I have to use an enum for it. Okay, so I have to use an enum for it because I need this to be used in configs. So I'm going to make a new interface. Maybe make a new interface. Yeah, make a new interface. We'll make it the by object formatter, and it will format a U and a V. And it's going to have one method. And it's going to return a string. It's going to take a U and a V. Beautiful. Beaut. Face1 Explorer.exe is not responding. Oh no. It's basically the same as the object formatter, but different. Okay, so with this is going to implement a by object formatter where it's going to take an item stack. Wait, maybe it's just because it's gonna have armor values already. Or it doesn't even have armor values. Okay, we have plain, we have percent, and we have relative, right? So we use that. Maybe this is just an object formatter. This is supposed to format a single number. But the thing with the plain thing is that it doesn't have that. It's not just one number. It's two numbers. And it needs to know what it's doing. Well, okay. Idea. The heck is this even doing? All right, we'll leave plain out for now because I don't know what that's doing. Dot percent. Oh, it's number formatter, right? Yeah. That's basically how it works. Hmm. So far, this is pretty good. And then this is going to... We're gonna go up all the way to here. And we're going to change this. This doesn't... Oh, this does have this. Oh, interesting. We don't need these. What damage formatter is this? Oh, icon versus colored. Right. Okay, well, I don't need this at least. And I don't need this. Now that causes a bunch of problems, which we've been known. Which we've been known. Most importantly, we don't need this. Okay, we do that, right? And then you have a couple problems, which is fine. This is going to be formatter dot get number formatting strategy dot format. And then down here, wherever this is, formatting strategy. Okay, so we got that. Right. We've got to do that. But we have to deal with this stuff first. We don't need this. Okay, we're getting places. Good. That's for that. Okay, so I do need that, but that's fine. All right, yeah, 57 errors. Awesome. Let me fix all this stuff. I don't need that. This doesn't exist. What else? Right, uh-huh. Can I deal with that after? So I need to do this. So I need to go to right here. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Very hype, very cool. Thank you very much. So this one, I want to set the default to relative here. And what I want to do here is I want to I'm gonna write a comment on how this one works. Do I even want that? Does that even make sense anymore? Numerical values when possible instead of percent values. Does this actually work for armor now? Yeah. Thank you for the bits. And that was my bit goal. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Hype. Awesome. Alright, this is sick. I saw the big goal and couldn't help it. I mean, fair enough. We were right there. Appreciate the bits, dude. Where are my goals? Here we are. Well, actually, I'll probably do that end stream. I know you love it. You had to see it through to completion. I'm dying. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we certainly. Yeah, those four spaces. We certainly appreciate it, you know. So I want to set this default to percent. Oops, gotta do one of these. And as it. Damn it, I can't English. As its relative effectiveness to 100%. That sure. Right, so now what I do is I go all the way over to here. And then this returns the client dot armor thing. What? Armor format. Yeah. Oh, I need to make public. That makes sense. Right, so now we've got that. So here's what we're going to do now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to change this to an if this is armor number format. You suck. What did I name this stupid thing? This thing. You. Why you know autocomplete, bro? Bro. Armor distribution number format dot plain. If it is, then we do that. Otherwise, we do this. Look at that. Beautiful. That's how we wanted. That's what we like to see. So it's gonna do this. All right. Nice. So that's that one. 47 more errors. Lovely. It's like I never left school. Let's see. That's all we need to do there? That looks pretty good. Wait, why is that it? Oh, it's abstract. That makes sense. I'm gonna deal with the Tinker stuff later. And we're gonna do this. And now I'm definitely gonna need to do something for that, but we're gonna deal with that later. Oh yeah, we don't need that either. Get out of here, dude. Okay, that's good. The shield distribution formatter. Now this thing is interesting because it only supports percentages, right? And so I can actually be a genius. And I can add the unimplemented method, and this can literally just return dot percent. That's the only thing it supports. It only supports that. So awesome. And I remember when I made what's it? A UML diagram. I made a UML diagram for this entire system. I was like, oh, look at me, I'm being a good programmer. Oh, how naive I was. Now there is stuff here that we need to worry about, but we're not gonna worry about that one. We're gonna come back to the Huela stuff. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to the mob damage stuff. We come back to all this other stuff. So con armor plates formatter. Okay, we can fix this because that doesn't need that. And that doesn't need that. Now, this is still gonna cause some problems because we're missing the number formatting strategy thing. That's for the plates, though. So couldn't I just return the same thing? Coinfig, yes. Config. I need actual help. Yeah, that makes sense to me. What do you mean? What's your dysfunction, dude? If formatting strategy is armor distribution number format dot plain. If it's plain, then we do this. Otherwise, we do this thing. It's the same thing that we've always done, that you've known and loved for years. All right, beautiful. So that's actually that fixed, which we appreciate. Now, which one is this one not defined with? Oh, this. Don't worry, it's gonna be worth it in the end. And we come back to that because we're not gonna worry about that. And we come back to this one too. We basically come back to all of them. Why'd that fix you? Ah, whatever. Get number formatter, set number formatter, supports number format, undefined. And this must implement those things. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Because everything now basically works. That's like saying this is fine when everything's on fire, but it's kind of true. Now the I don't know if I need this. I don't think I need that. Where are you? This. I need you. Because we just do it like that, I guess. Mooch off the whole thing. That makes sense. Or sorry, not the object formatter, the tooltip formatter. We need a tooltip color scheme. I actually want this to be default. White. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, now that I have that, I can add to the armor one. Where is the armor one? I definitely closed it. This armor distribution formatter is going to override in here this get color scheme so that it can return modconfig.client.armor color scheme. Awesome. And I need mob resistance formatter to do not the number formatting strategy, not yet, we're getting there. Client dot mob resist color scheme. All right. So I'm basically mooching off the exact same thing, with the difference being that I can now select that. I don't know. I feel like this isn't gonna work. I feel like something is going to break that I have not accounted for. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yep. Okay. So now I implement. Would it not be the same thing? Not quite. Okay. And this is gonna be an object formatter. And that's gonna be for float. Wait, what? I'm. That's not right. Where are you? You're in my tooltip system. Where's my mob resistances number format? This thing. Get rid of this. I don't need this. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead. I need it for damage to differentiate between plain and percent. Yes, there we go. Object formatter. This is going to be float. Okay, this makes a little more sense. We have plain, we have percent. This is going to use ddd number formatter dot plain. That's I do that, and ddd number formatter dot percent. And it's basically going to work the exact same way. I have no idea what I attempted to write there, but that is not. What? You say override the message. Overwrite it. Okay, it took a moment. This dot a formatter dot format, and we just pass the call down. That way, that way it works. And then I have public damage distribution number format. Actually, I don't think I can do it for mob damage. I think I can only do it for item damage. Or damage distribution number format dot percent, and then it's the same thing. So this is going to be plain. I should probably add this per type identifier here. Yushin. I should probably specify it's just item damage distributions. What am I saying? Okay, so this is going to return modconfig dot client dot item damage format. And then if this dot get number formatting strategy is what if that's damage distribution number format dot plain, then we do this. Okay, so that's good. I don't know, everything seems to work there, so that's sure. Now this is for Tinker Toolpart Formatter. That's what this is. Oh, but I need to add this thing. The number formatting strategy for this. Okay. Can I return modconfig.client.item damage format here? Was that, would that work? I actually am curious about that. Where are we anyway? Okay, we're in the Tinker's package. So I'm curious, does this main here Tinker's client the toolpart formatter? It only supports percent. Oh, so then just return percent. We'll get to that. You you do support both. Really? That's fascinating. And this comment's basically the same. And then this returns a different thing. Big dot client dot mob damage format. And now this thing can only support this can only support percent. What am I? I think. Hmm. Actually, do I need that? No. Oh, mob resist. And we need the scare. That's not that. Should go here. This. Okay, we got this, right? We have all this stuff set up. Beautiful. Now here, this, get number formatting strategy. This is for mob damage. Okay, so this is going to return modconfig.compat.huela damage format. Okay, so now we have to do this. Switch, or sorry, not switch. We have to do if this I get number formatting strategy is damage distribution number format. I have to type it out the entire time. Dot percent, no plain. If it's plain, do this. Okie doke. And this is going to return number formatter dot percent because it can only support percentages. I don't need that anymore either. Okay, so now there's some stuff with Huela going on right now because I didn't do this right. Add unimplemented methods, which this returns number formatter dot percent because that's all it can support. I don't need this. That's beautiful. Okay, nice. We love to see it. And now we have this, where I don't need that. Oh, and I don't need that either. Wonderful. Okay, so we're actually cooking, dude. We are cooking. This whole use numeric values when possible thing is no longer called anywhere. This entire thing we don't need anymore. Wonderful. Okay. So now we can see if it works, I think. The always the largest concern. Now I don't have this configured. Well, actually, then maybe I should. Not the tooltip formatter utilities, the tooltip formatter type thing. Tooltip type formatter. Okay, this thing. And what are you gonna do? Because this thing here, we want it to use gray. But otherwise, the default format, right? This thing here, default format is standard format with the start color. However, we now change this. I need to add another thing here. Get out of here. Wait. What do you mean don't... Oh, wait. Got it. Okie doke. So now what I'm gonna do is here's the color start, right? So this is the we do formatter dot get color scheme dot get formatting based on value. The value is the amount. The threshold. Right. I can't wait for this to not work. Oh my gosh, I really can't wait. I need another item? But wait, what if it... But... Huh. Wait. But I don't want to make... I don't want... No, 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 no. I need to figure out how to pass in that threshold depending on the type. Oh, wait. Because armor is going to use that, but mob resistance is going to use something else. Oh. So I just use standard format instead of default format. So for armor, we use standard. Standard format. And we need to add what else? Just the color, which is going to be formatter dot get color scheme dot get formatting based on value. This is amount, and the threshold is going to be 1.0. Yes. Right, because relative is different from that, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. And then for the mob resistances, we set the color equal. No, what? What are you doing? This is going to be color, formatter dot get color scheme dot get formatting based on value. This is going to be the amount, and it's going to be 0.0, which means I don't need this now. But I do need to pass in the suffix. But I don't need this. Okay, okay. What if it just worked? I'm down for that. What if it just worked? Right out the gate. No problem. That would be crazy. Dude, can you load my thing? Hello? Loading tasks of all Gradle projects. Can you, like, hurry up with that, though? Are you gonna are you gonna load or are you gonna take 9 years? It's gonna take 9 years. I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life. Why are you so slow? That's it. If you're taking so long, I'm doing it. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. You can't stop me. I have to go into here, right? And then Can you hurry the heck up? Alright, so this is gonna take approximately 9 quadrillion years. So we're gonna be here a while. I actually don't know why it is taking forever. Okay, but we got our Gradle tasks loaded. Wow, that only took way too long. I don't want to build twice. I have a build going on in command prompt, and that's... Alright, well, we gotta figure out why that's doing that. Is it just being slow for some reason? Oh, it's finally doing something. Wow. That's insane. Let's see. I think I have about everything correct. There's no way I just did it. There's no way. I refuse to believe I just did it. I am confident that something's not right. And if in fact it does work, that's crazy. If it'll freaking load, to do whatever it needs to do. Unable to look at obfuscation mapping for at shadow method. Which shadow method? Font renderer. Why? I definitely didn't mess any of that up. Whatever. It works. Well, like, it's not gonna break. I have now decided, shortly after, that it will work. First try. I have decided. Because the build was a success! Alright, now get me to the place. Get me to the place, dude. Can you open a new thing? Thank you. Hello, open another file explorer window. Why are you taking 9 years? Oh, you already did that for me. Whatever. Some days, dude, it just be like that. Alright, build libs. And throw this with the highest velocity. Alright, just throw it in here. Bam. That you didn't do it. Do it. There we go. Relaunch the app. CurseForge crashed. Oh my gosh. It's not my freaking day, dude. At least I have jams. At least I have gems. Okay, so that bill. Can you relaunch my CurseForge app? Okay, there we go. Holy. We're finally getting there. It just took a while. It always takes a long time the first time. It's freaking stage fright or something. My mod has actual stage fright. That's crazy. But everything seems to work pretty well. I might. All right. Minecraft update taking forever. All right. So you know what? You know what we can think of? We can think. We can do some stuff. This thing. Okay. So this icon's yes, right? But the damage formatter. This thing right here. Where is it? Where are you? You. I don't think we need this. It formats a damage type, but I don't think we need it. Now, I might. Well, actually, I might need this. But I just remove this. I remove this, and then we have this and this. And then for if it can do colored, it does colored. If it can't, for like, for example, Huela, we have that. Yeah. I like that. I like that. It's pretty good. That way we keep the enum, we keep the justification for having the interface be generic, and yeah, and it just works. Is it gonna... Is it gonna launch, or is it gonna take 9 years again? Oh my gosh, dude, just another 9 years. Another 9 years. Get rid of this, right? So just yeet that, right? That causes a couple problems. But that's fine. Um, Now this, we don't even need this. Maybe. Yeah, because I don't need this now. Because we don't need to have it do that. So just delete that too. That solves all my problems. Causes a couple more, but you know that's fine. We don't need this either. Who needs that? I sure as heck don't. This? Nah, nonsense. Not needed. Abstract capability tooltip formatter. I think I'm gonna do if mod config dot client dot use icons. Actually, maybe I don't even need that. Um, I don't know. But oh my gosh, we're finally here. Okay, we're finally here. We're finally here. Check this out. I think. Let's get it to work. Look at that, dude. It even says it. Look at that. It looks awesome. I wish the text at the end also had it. Actually, maybe it's better like this. Just format the number, dude. Just format the number. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Isn't that beaut? Isn't that a beaut? Look at these colors and shit. Okay. And then this is still the same as it should be. Okay, so a question now. Client armor tooltip format relative. Let's see how this looks. Why are you +0? Oh, right. That's so close. Okay, we're so close. And this is actually so much better than I thought it would be. Um, if I set this to percent again, it says it has 100% piercing effectiveness. Yes, bit goal. We made bit goal. It was hype. It was hype. So, okay, check this shit out. Look at these fucking glorious tooltips. They look good. They look good. It gets better. It gets better. Look at this. We go here. We set this to relative. And look at that. So I'm gonna set the chain chest plate here. Maybe. Probably chain chest plate because I can't see anything. Yeah, so we're gonna set a quick config change. Under resistance, under armor resistances, we're gonna go chainmail chest plate, and we're going to give it a, I don't know, let's give it a fire protection rating of like 1.5. I don't know why I pressed Control S, like that needs to be done. Was good? I'm good. How you going? Now, one thing I want to do is if this is 0%, I want to remove it. If we're on relative. So we're going to add that. If 0%, remove. Going to lunch. Nice. Hopefully you're having a good lunch. So, yeah, because that's the only one that supports relative tooltips. Where are you? The armor distribution formatter supports relative tooltips. Tooltip type dot armor dot format. This is, well, we're collecting it here. Dot add all. That collects it into a list. And then we are going to implement a predicate. Predicate. What did I even... Predicate. It's going to be a predicate on float. So this predicate is going to return true because it is a predicate. Look at this, 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 look at this. We add the test. Wait, no. Wait. Right in here, right? Boom, boom, boom. we return true. And then we do the same thing in here. Boom, 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 and return true. And you're like, why are you doing this? Because check this out. I do this in here as well. And then for this one, I return t equals 1.0 f. Or sorry, if it's not equal to 1.0 f. Now, how does the filter thing work for this thing? I don't know. Map.entrySet.stream dot sorted, but before that, dot filter that match the given predicate. It needs to match the predicate, and that's going to be. Check this. We can just straight up cast this to this for this dot get number formatting strategy because it is not applicable to the arguments armor distribution number format. But you are a predicate, dude. You are a predicate. But it's not gonna cast, right? No, it should cast. Wait a second. I am a genius. I am the genius. Check this out. I have a private predicate on floats. Get filter predicate. And that's going to... But is this even a good idea? .client.armor format. Because it itself is a predicate now, so I can return that. And oh, this is the whoops. This is not what we want. No filter here. Bad. No filter. Bad beans. Bad beans. No filter. Filter on this. Dot filter. Oh, that needs to be on a damage type. Dot collect. Oh, well. It's sorted. Cap.getWeight. Yeah. We can, after, well, it doesn't really matter. Dot filter. Filter. Predicate on a... This is going to take a type. And it's going to go to... This dot get filter predicate dot test wait, can't I do dot whatever dot test, I don't care, dot test cap dot get weight. What if it's not 1.0 F? Right, and it's injecting that additional information, so we can actually do that. So what I want to do is I want to, instead of doing that, I want to go to what are you complaining about? Oh, because I gotta do this. Get weight D. Okay, so now what I can do, this weight is going to be a float, so I can do float weight equals cap dot get weight for D, and then if um this dot get filter predicate dot test on that weight, then add it. Now this is probably fine. I mean, it's working fundamentally, so that's good. Can be declared as static. You know what? You raise a valid point. Okay, so now what happens is that that'll filter out those things. Okay, this this dot get number formatting strategy. If that's armor distribution number format dot percent, then we'll use the categories. Otherwise, we'll do dd registries dot damage types dot get all. So if we're percent, we use just the categories we have. If we're not, and we've already checked for plane up above, maybe I should just put relative here, just because. Relative. Then swap these two around. If it's not relative, then just use whatever we have. But if it is relative, then we must be relative to what we have. So do a little switcheroo. Beautiful. but it will still prioritize showing none over this. Okay, I like this. This is pretty good. Let's build it. Okay, this is awesome. This is actually working, and when I started this stream, I had no idea what I was gonna do. Not well, I had no idea if what I was gonna do was gonna work, or if any idea I had was gonna get me places. But we got to places. We have arrived at locations, which is of course pretty awesome. Okay, look at that, dude! It even says minus 100 and everything percent. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Absolutely phenomenal. So, and it just works. Now let me look at spawn eggs for a quick sec. Like the mob damage, we expect that to work the same way and stuff. But this, dude. But it shows the stuff here, dude. This is awesome. This is awesome. Do I want normal and unknown effectiveness included? I have no idea. Alright, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, first off, print screen the heck out of this. Probably. Is control print screen gonna break my computer? No, probably not. Let me get this into paint. Not just regular paint. I'm good. Now, I need to crop this. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, crop this. No, crop it to that. Yes, dude. Now, do a more refined cropping job. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm cropping this for important reasons. And then, something on OBS just had a stroke. I have no idea what. That's hilarious. And then we'll print screen this. Actually, no, I don't need print screen that. What am I doing? This was very sufficient. A very good showcase of what we've got going on here. Wait. I wanna... Hold on. There's one more thing I want to check. If I go to here, config, client, use damage type icons. That's baloney. That's all good stuff. Okay. Now, will it show the... No, dude, you can't do me like this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tooltip distributor on line 61? What the heck? What would the boy? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Where is the... Oh, line 61. Where'd you do this? Oh, boy, why'd you do this, dude? But okay, but where is this called? Oh ho ho. In get tooltips. And lambda and accept in get icons. Yeah. Get icons to draw. Oh yeah, because the icon aggregators. I am doing a freaking. Okay. Idea. Your implementation is returning an immutable list in something. In the icon aggregator. Abstract icon aggregator. Get icons to draw. Yeah, okay. Oh, an immutable list. An empty immutable list. Is this empty list? No, does this abstract list have add unsupported operation exception? Yep, so that's not even gonna freaking do anything for me. But then why? Wait a second. Get the icon aggregator, get icons to draw, reduce, or else collection's empty list. Okay, yeah, that's if there is an applicable formatter. Otherwise, we return that. So there is an applicable formatter. We are mapping it. We get the icon aggregator. We get the icons to draw, and then we reduce it with list reduction. Well, why do we reduce it? Oh, it's a stream of lists, and we want to combine it into one list. But maybe it would be better. Wait, no. List dot new array list. Maybe I don't need this then. We do that. I do the same thing here. Or we do list reduction and we do list dot new array list. Alright, so the icons are broken. I think I'm gonna... Ooh, what if I... My brain hurts. And thank you very much for coming by. I understand that was late, but appreciate you all coming by. 'Cause I am deep in the sauce, dude. I'm so deep in the sauce. My brain hurts. Hmm. Have I just been staring at code doing like fucking nothing, dude? Okay. Okay. I got this. Um, why does this take a text formatter? Oh, maybe if I read the comment that I wrote. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, Minecraft adds a gray color formatting code at the beginning of every tooltip string except the first one, so the formatting codes are duplicated. But what? What does it even take? Oh, it takes a regex. Oh, what is this type text? I get formatted text. What am I matching? I don't know. But we'll figure that out. Oh wait, this is what I commented out here for this. Let's see what happens when I put that back. Out of sheer curiosity. Is the game gonna crash again? Or I don't know. It might. Okay, we're close. We're close. So okay. Let's do a reevaluation here. This relative armor tooltip thing, done. Done. Fix icons being broken. That's the new thing. Um, yeah. Okay. Where did you go? Why are you here? Oh, never mind. We're good. Okay. Let's see. Let's launch this. Doing pretty good. Doing be good. Okay, let's do one of these. And now let's see. Let's see. I think. Okay. This is what I wanted. Sort of. Kind of. See, but this boy does one of these. Not really supposed to. So this icon aggregation now needs to be aware of like what's being shown. for that. For this is fine because this damage thing is not changing. So the icon aggregation for damage is like a non-issue. Okay, that thing doesn't have any. It's interesting that the husk doesn't have any damage specified, but I guess because it does bludgeoning damage. I actually don't know why. But it's probably because my config is kind of borked a little. So this is basically how I want this to look. If you want to use icons, just to show up, you know? Just show up, dude. Just show up. And if no resistances, everything works. This now works. Oh wait, this just works now. Dude, this just works. Okay, so turns out we needed that. But now for this. This is the one thing I have left to do. Is set that to now be the types that it shows. If set to relative. And so we need to like remove types from this one. But then these types weren't there, so they need to be added. Wait, that's weird. Why weren't they? Oh, because it has no effectiveness. Yeah, it has no effectiveness. Whereas this has effectiveness that's like, yeah. And the tooltips kind of go off screen because they're my favorite. Look at that. What the heck is down there? What is that? I gotta know now. Oh, I think I know what it is. Ah, that's really funny. That's really funny. I think I know what that is. Config, client, armor tooltip format. Let's set it to %. And now everything will line up correctly. It's sort of. So we have acid, cold, example damage, which... Right. That's a thing. And then that'd be fire. So that's force, that's thunder. A normal... Normal doesn't specify anything. Why does unknown specify half a heart that's wholly in a speaker in my left ear? Like, hello? Like, see, it works like this. We just need to slightly fix that. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's doable. That is so doable. I swear that's doable. I promise that's doable. Distribution icon aggregator. Get ordered types. That's that. But get start X, get start Y. per tooltip. Initial Y. If S starts with this regex. Break. And then we have to increment by icon height. Wait, but that should be fine. I've checked icon aggregator. Maybe we don't need this predicate here. Where's the get you from type? Oh. Erase the binary search times the icon height. Built-in types. Slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, acid, cold, fire, force, necrotic, or lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, thunder. But my brain hurts. Oh, dude. I got it. If the binary search is negative, and the icon height is also negative, right? Get U from type. The U is negative. Okay. Okay. Now we open a call hierarchy to get where this is called, which I think it'll be stuff. Get icons to draw. Get icons for. I get going. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow probably if you're around. Come by, and yeah, take it easy, dude. This calls in here in the tooltip distributor for this thing for get icons for mod compat. Where are those get icons? Because this thing is called get icons for. Oh, well, you're not gonna tell me. That's cool. Oh, that gets called there. So it kind of converges on a tooltip distributor get icons. Yes, dude, the call hierarchy for this is beautiful. On tooltip post. This is what we need. Okay. Get icons. We need, so this is where this is thing. Dot for each. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Right in here. Right in here. Yep. If I dot get you is greater than 0, then do this. That's what we do. And so then, if it's not in there, it will return a negative number. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. It will return a negative number, and then that negative number will then get filtered out, which is perfect. That's what we want in that instance. Because then it still like holds a spot wherever is it this thing? Don't filter. Don't filter out custom damage. Leave the custom damage in. Because this will just return the get you from type is going to return a negative number. Otherwise, negative insertion point -1. Note that this guarantees that the return value will always be greater or equal 0 if and only if the key is found. Exactly. 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 Okay, so that's that, which is great. Excellent. Awesome. Cool. Good. Because it's still going to get all those icons and stuff the same way. Now the only thing is that the armor icon aggregator, the armor distribution icon aggregator needs to distribution icon aggregator. If it's relative cap extractor dot apply dot map, see how categories get streams sorted. Okay. Idea, I think. What am I overwriting here? Get ordered types. That's what I'm doing. Get ordered types. This is what I override. Now, if modconfig dot client dot armor format is armor distribution number format dot relative, then I need to get return super dot. No, 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 not super. Wait, yes. I don't know. This dot. What am I doing? API dot accessor dot get armor resistance for the stack dot get map it. Yeah, yeah. Dot map this or sorry. A dot get categories dot dot stream dot filter, and this is where I got a filter. Armor distribution number format dot relative dot test a dot get weight t. So what have I mapped this to? An optional stream of damage types. Or else stream dot empty. Return this. Do I know what I'm doing? Maybe. Maybe I do. Because if this comes in here, we test it based off the weight, which means if we should keep it or not. And then those are the ordered types we actually get. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. Okay, so it's built. Okie doke. Let's try this. Maybe this works. If it works, then that's everything. Let's check this. Uh-huh. Nearly everything is right. Nearly everything is right. There is one. There's one thing. Set this to relative, right? Now. What, dude? What? What? Oh, it's because I didn't sort it. 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 Because this thing right here, it sorts it. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I didn't do. So now I need to stream that filter, all this stuff, relative, blah 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 blah. Dot sorted. And then there's one more thing. And that's in the tooltip. Nope, wrong one. Tooltip formatter. No, the tooltip handler. Whatever the heck I was in before. I got this, I got this. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I so got this. I got this. Let's go find out where we're at. Where are we at? Not here. Handlers. Yep. Tooltip handler. If it's greater than or equal to 0. All right. Dude, I think we're good. I think we're good. Icons are now an optional addition to the thing. All right. Hopefully this works. All right. While that has loaded, I have contributed Okay, so now it's right, it's sorted. Right. Right. I forgot one tiny little thing. It should be DDD registries. I can't spell, but that's fine. Damage types, get all, stream it, and bam. And now build it again. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Oh my gosh, dude, it works. No, dude, it doesn't work. Dang it. It was so close to working. You're joking. Ah, it makes so much sense, but if... Oh wait, no, only in here. Your armor resistances for the stack dot filter a dot get categories dot is empty dot... Oh no. Dude, I need to... This is an optional boolean? No, because it would be null. It'd be, yeah. That is present. So if everything's empty, right? Because we get it, we filter, we check categories. If it's empty, that means there's no resistances. Then return stream.empty. Butte. Butte, 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 butte. Get rid of that. Swing this in here again. We do the whole thing once more. Yes, dude, it works. The icons work. Look at that, dude. It just works. It just works. Awesome. Okay, so that works. Um, Now we're gonna have to do some armor calculation verification stuff. Uh, and add an armor toggle, make sure the armor toggle works, and then modify these armor calcs here. And then we're 1.7 build. Or like we're alpha build. I think I get this done like maybe by next week. Maybe. I don't know. The armor tooltips, I made a lot more progress on the armor tooltips than I suspected. I thought that would have taken a lot longer. I thought I would have been staring at a wall for much longer. But everything works, which is awesome. That's really important. Um, I've been doing this for about 3 hours. I might wrap it here because I don't want to dive deep into armor calculation verification because I might need a couple hours for that. So I don't want to dive. I don't want to jump headfirst into it. But everything else is working so far. This is excellent. We are making so much headway, so much progress faster than I expected it would be. I suspected that we would be here for a while. Um, I suspected that I would be just fiddling about with this stuff for eternities. Um, but no, we are making excellent progress. We can get this 1.7 alpha out by like next week if things go well. And then some of these things are super easy to deal with. Some of them not so much. Some of these are super easy to deal with. And that's going to be good. That's going to be good. And then 1.7 comes out and we're excellent. I think it's possible this is done by like mid-September or October. Depends. Some of these things are going to take no time at all. Arguably, the hardest thing is going to be this right here, this capability modifier thingy, where I have that. That's probably what's going to take the longest time. And maybe like the bubbles integration. Those two things are going to take the longest. Everything else, easy. So this is excellent. This is awesome. But this is where I'm going to wrap it today because yeah.